Support court with Judge Vanda B is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1082, Williams case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Mr. Williams, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, Your Honor, I've been with the defendant for about 10 years now.
Okay.
We had children probably around my years, about 19, 20.
Right off the bat, we're thrown into a decade-long relationship that's clearly strained. Mr. Williams opens up about their two children, now 8 and 5, and we immediately see tension brewing over parenting roles. The irony? He met her while she was dancing, and now that same job is slowing him down? Interesting start. Engagement prompt. Who do you think is in the wrong here? Mr. Williams for calling her out, or is he trying to dodge responsibilities himself?
And where do the children live currently?
With me.
And they've been living with you for the past 3 years?
They've been living with
okay.
me. She comes at 2 times of the week, take them to the park. She's taking them to get a kid's meal, but I'm the one that's got to deal with the harassment because
I gotta do what I gotta do.
What?
Ma'am, what is it with today? Everybody want to interrupt each other.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, don't be sorry, just don't do it. It's that simple.
I got you, Your Honor.
She's coming in with a kid's meal, Your Honor, on Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm doing the bond for my daughter on Thursday.
Okay.
And getting them ready for school on Friday. And so that's what the problem is.
3 years apart, and yet dad has had full-time custody? That's significant. She's visiting 2 days a week, but he's the one handling school prep, daycare, and yes, even the kids' meal commentary hits hard. You can feel the resentment. Simmering emotional reaction. Isn't it wild how parenting agreements can become battlegrounds for deeper emotional wounds?
Kids are getting harassed in school right now.
Why are they being harassed?
Because she's stripping, Your Honor, and everybody knows it.
Okay, we're going to use exotic dancer because that's what she said her profession
Thank
is.
you, Your Honor.
And I think out of respect, you should refer to it as what she calls it, okay? It's her career, it's what she does. So that's what we're going to refer to it as, okay?
Yes,
So the children are being made fun of at school because of what mom does for a living.
Yes.
Okay, she was doing that when you met her, right?
Yes, she was. Like I said, they was playing.
Here's where the emotional weight intensifies. The children are being bullied at school, allegedly because of their mom's job as an exotic dancer. But Judge Vanda B steps in firmly, reminding everyone that labels matter and dignity should remain intact. Still, the social fallout is undeniable. Engagement prompt. Do you think it's fair for the mother's profession to impact how the kids are treated in school?
Yeah, and that's why we're here, yes, ma'am.
Okay, and they go to school during the day, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But on the weekends, they're with you at the barbershop.
Right, she gets them on Tuesday and Wednesday when she's off, but that's not enough.
Just Tuesday and Wednesday?
Just Tuesday and Wednesday.
They don't spend a night or anything like that?
Kids meal and park.
Okay.
Kids meal, park.
That's what you go.
The judge is piecing it together. Weekdays, school prep, weekend barbershop shifts. Dad's clearly carrying the load. And yet mom is frustrated at being portrayed as uninvolved. This isn't just a custody case anymore. It's a public airing of years of emotional neglect from both ends. Summary and transition. And now it's her turn to speak. Will she own up or double down?
Yes. Hello, Your Honor.
Hi.
Yes, so I am here, not really sure why, because I take very good care of our children.
Well, you do know why. He just said he wants some help. You slowing him down. He can't cut hair the way that he needs to and make the money he needs to because the children are always with him.
I mean, they're not always with him. I do get them on Tuesdays and Wednesdays on my off days. That's something we agreed to because I'm bringing
Well,
in.
hold on. Let me just clear something up. Those are the only days you get them, right?
Well, like full time. I see my kids all the time, but on full time, from sun up to sundown, they're with me on Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
How many days
all
in a
day.
week?
There's 7.
All right, so
However,
you see them 2. So 5 is majority of the time that they're with dad. So,
well, I go over
or
there and I check on
am I
them.
missing some days?
No, Your Honor, you're not, but I go over there and I check on them. But they do stay overnight with him on those other 5 days. I have them on the days that I'm
She says she makes $180K a year, but hasn't given him a dime? The judge is stunned, and frankly, so are we. 2 days a week with the kids and zero financial support? And when pressed, she says she can't imagine giving him money. That's not just cold, it's shocking. Call out. You can feel the judge's patience thinning here. The tone shifts from curious to corrective.
He has not been dishonest thus far in what he said because you just confirmed it. You get him on your off days, which is 2 days a week. The other 5 days, they are with him. You do Happy Meals and park. He's taking them to school. He's feeding them. He's getting them dressed for school, getting them dressed for. Are they in any activities?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
After school, my younger daughter, she cheerleading.
But Your
Okay,
Honor,
are
I'm
you
the one-
taking them to
but
cheerleading?
I'm providing for them.
Okay.
He's not telling the
Okay,
financial
so
part.
let's talk about that then.
Yes.
How much money do you make?
I do very well.
That wasn't my
That's
question.
exactly what she told me.
That, excuse me. That I can't,
I'm
write
sorry.
down
I'm
very
sorry.
well on the child support order. I need to know how much you make in a dollar amount.
$180K a year.
$180K a year.
Yes.
How much of that?
I take care of them when they're in my care. That's her defense. But let's be honest, 2 days out of 7 is a vacation, not shared custody. The judge breaks it down. Park visits and Happy Meals aren't enough when dad is doing the heavy lifting. And now, the hammer's about to drop. Engagement prompt. Would you consider that fair parenting, or is she skating by on technicalities?
That's when I provide for them, but
2 days a week in your care, right?
Well, full-time.
We've established that.
Yes.
So what do you do beyond that?
But as far, I can't imagine giving this man any amount of money that I work hard for, and he talking about this stripper, this and that. I'm an exotic dancer, but he didn't have that problem when we got together. And the years that we were together, he wasn't complaining then. But as regarding my children, I take very good care of them. I just can't imagine the hard work that I do. That's why my knee is messed up now, because I had an injury at work. And he knows that, and then he's begging for money. I take care of my children. My
He's
children have
not
no wants.
begging. He's not. He is not. He is not begging. He is telling you to do what you should do anyway as a parent.
But you're
Your
not
Honor,
in
the
private,
park-
Your Honor.
Your Honor,
He's
the
trying
park-
to get back with me.
Here,
He does
1 second.
extra
Hold on,
stuff
hold on.
like-
Shh. It doesn't matter. That has no bearing on child support. What he
Now she's arguing over health insurance or the lack of it. Despite earning a 6-figure income, she hasn't even attempted to get coverage. Her excuse? I didn't know how. The judge isn't buying it, and neither would most parents. Emotional. Wait. It's not just about support, it's about responsibility. And this moment makes it clear who's actually stepping up.
Now, if you're making $180,000 a year, why aren't these children on any type of health insurance?
Well, the profession that I have, there's no insurance offered, and I mean.
Well, it doesn't have to be. You're considered a independent contractor, right?
Right.
That means you can get private health insurance.
Well,
Did you know that?
I'm not really sure how to go about doing that.
You can
but-
Google and say to the internet how to find private health insurance.
Right.
Trying to see
But
where
see,
she
but
get the
he has his
180 from.
own barbershop, and through the barbershop, I figured he's complaining about I don't spend time enough with him.
Start doing
He
that.
can figure that.
As things spiral, emotions spill. She accuses him of brainwashing the kids while he brings up abandoned days and missed appointments. It's messy, it's painful, but it's real. In the judge's eyes, the facts outweigh the feelings. Child support isn't revenge, it's obligation. Transition to resolution. And now, with the evidence clear, the judge is ready to rule.
Mr. Williams didn't have any problems with me financially, taking care of my kids, providing.
Your Honor, this
Baby,
is
I'ma
exactly
support
why
you,
we're not
and
staying
you go
together.
do what you need to go do those 2 days a week. That was our agreement. Now you want to bash me and make it seem like I'm not there for our children?
2
How
days
dare
out of the
you?
week, Your Honor.
No, it's not 2 days.
2 days
It's
out
not-
of the week, and
but
she
can you
yelling
tell-
full-time.
Okay, but what about that day you had an appointment and I had to watch them?
What about the day you left the kids at the house to go out with your
I would
friends?
never. You know what? See, you always bringing up old stuff. You You always going, Your Honor, at the end of the day, I make very good money, I do very well, and he wasn't complaining then, and now he wants to complain now, and I just don't know what to tell him, you know? But our kids is not an issue, they love me dearly. Please tell you.
In the end, Judge Vonda B issues a firm and fair ruling. With Dad acting as the primary caregiver, Mom will be ordered to pay child support, and possibly more. Her high income, low involvement, and casual attitude toward healthcare sealed the deal. Professional wrap-up. This case highlights a broader issue. Parenting isn't just time, it's effort. And both parents have legal and emotional responsibilities to meet that standard. CTA. If you found this case as revealing as we did, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more real courtroom drama every week.